Hi, good morning all. I hope this has been an interesting session since morning for all of you. So let's take that further in the direction of what our esteemed panelists also had a discussion in the morning, and I would just like to pick up from where they left. So today we are going to cover the experience that we had in the space of process automation, specifically when organizations embark on their automation journey or digital transformation journey. That's where we come into the picture, and we'll walk you through a few of the real life success stories that how our clients have scaled up using or leveraging the Nividous Intelligent Automation Platform. Okay, so to begin with, what is intelligent automation? So I think it's no stranger to all the people who are sitting out of this room. Everybody is known to this jargons and technologies like AI, ML, RPA, and low-code process automation. So I won't go into much detail, but to cover at a high level, artificial intelligence and machine learning, we are all aware what it brings to the table. Similarly, it assists RPA, wherein RPA is typically leveraged to automate your mundane repetitive tasks. And then at the last comes your low-code process automation, which is nothing but a BPM, which stands for Business Process Management, that aids or that glues, that is a glue to this entire journey. Okay. Now moving ahead, talking about a few of the statistics. Okay, it's not working. Yep, sorry for the glitch. But yeah, meanwhile, I'll just talk. So the next slide actually talks about the adoption, that how the market has been adopting intelligent automation in terms, there you go. So if we look at the research says that intelligent automation space is increasing 16.50% on a year-on-year basis. Similarly, Gartner predicts that, not predicts, but it's a fact that the intelligent automation is already a $26.9 billion market currently, and it is only to grow even more in the upcoming years. Also, one of the Gartner reports says that by 2024, that is the current year, 65% of the organizations might have implemented few of the elements like AI, ML, or RPA, or low-code process automation. Okay. Now, to justify this further, this trajectory shows you the market size, the way intelligent automation tools and space has been growing over the years. So it's not wrong to say that one of the slides that sort of presented prior to me, there was one title which I liked it, that what is the strategics or initiatives for the CIOs and the CXOs for the upcoming year. Okay, so this would be a good strategy to have intelligent automation, or rather hyper automation, as part of your digital roadmap. Okay, now coming to the next point, that is, what is intelligent automation again, and how it's going to help your organizations in terms of your automation journey, right? So intelligent automation actually humanizes all of your work, and how do you do that? Okay, so again, now coming to these three different technologies that I'm talking about: RPA, AI, ML, and then low-code process automation. So RPA, as I said, we are aware that RPA is typically leveraged to automate your mundane repetitive tasks, correct? So anything repetitive in nature that can be simply automated through RPA. But when do you use AI ML? Okay, AI ML is actually augmenting your RPA, wherein documents and data is involved. How do you automate that piece of meal? So that's where AI comes into assistance. But again, this is all siloed, right? So that's where your low-code process automation comes into the picture. As I said earlier, and I'll keep mentioning that again and again, that we call this low-code process automation as your glue to your enterprise automation initiatives, because this is the one which will stick, which will connect the dots from one place to another, and it will create a unified platform wherein you can have automations on one single digitized platform. Okay. Moving ahead, what are the different areas wherein intelligent automation can be actually explored or implemented? So the areas is numerous, right from your F&A, that is your finance and accounting, human resources, sales and marketing, compliance, customer support, cross functions, and supply chain and external vendors. So as I said, these are not the only ones. We just managed to, sorry, I went back. These are the few of the areas where we managed to put it on a slide, but there are a lot more other areas also. And to justify that, this is what we have put across, that what are the top 100 most eligible use cases that can be targeted through intelligent automation. We would be more than happy to discuss this in detail at a booth in the networking area. But moving ahead, so out of this entire areas that we just spoke about, let me pick up finance and accounting, because that's one of the prominent areas wherein most of the automation happens, correct? Now, I'll pick up that area and I'll try to give you a larger picture that how we have been helping our clients in terms of scaling the automation. So within F&A, there are different areas that can be, that are good potential candidates for your automation itself. So starting with procure to pay, correct? Now, within the procure to pay, the first go-to area is your invoice processing, because as an organization, you handle thousands and thousands of invoices on a monthly basis or even on daily basis, depending on the volume and the nature of business that you are into, okay? So targeting that area becomes more prominent. Post invoice processing, then you have your purchase requisition, wherein you create all your purchase requisition requests. There's a workflow associated with it, and then there's a sales order creation, correct? Post that, you have your vendor management also, because you have thousands and thousands of vendors that you're dealing with day in, day out, and there's a lot of iteration also in terms of the vendor management. So it's important that how you manage your vendors, because there's a lot of documentation that is involved within your vendor management piece. So that is also which can be targeted. After that, then comes your GRN, your quality inspection, quality management piece. Post that, you have your payments part, because once you receive invoice, definitely you need to do your payments as well. And once all these things are done, you have your R2R, which is your record to report. So your entire accounting, reporting, reconciliation, and all those things can be taken care of. So this is how you can actually scale up with the help of intelligent automation. Now, again, to drill down further, let's pick up accounts payable within your F&A domain, okay? Now, again, within accounts payable, it's a very extensive process or a workflow itself, and there are multiple stakeholders and multiple touch points that are involved in that entire process, okay? Now, first process being is, this is the entire process if you lay out, and then comes your first process or a first sub-process, which is your ingestion of the invoices or accepting the invoices, correct? So this can be primarily through your paper-based, because many organizations still receives invoices as a hard copy, then you scan it and then put it for the processing. But there are few organizations who actually receive this over an email or over shared drives. So that's what RPA can help you to automate that. Now, after that, once you have the invoices or documents in place, definitely you need to do a lot of extraction so that this can be taken care by the AI/ML piece, which is nothing but the IDP, which stands for Intelligent Document Processing, which is, again, augments the RPA activities. And then you have mundane, RPA checks like duplicate checks through two-way, three-way match. And then if you proceed further, you also have certain rule-based executions, which can be, again, a combination of RPA and AI/ML. Okay. Now, post this, definitely you need to post this data to your respective ERPs. So that's where, again, it can be achieved through a RPA. And now, if you look at this entire process, you can see automation in bits and pieces. But don't you think so that this all automation is siloed in nature, correct? Because every automation is happening in silos. So, and there's a famous proverb that I always quote, that alone I can do very less, but together we can transform. So the moment you add the intelligent automation or hyper-automation technology, which is your low-code process automation, you can connect each and every single dots within this entire accounts payable landscape. So this is just to give you an example that how you can ensure that all your siloed automation can be brought in onto a unified automation platform. And this is the best example of it, because with the introduction of low-code process automation, the moment you do this, you get a lot of more visibility across the process. So you don't have to, go and figure out that, okay, this process is, or this particular task is lying where, who's the owner, and all those things. You get dashboarding and reporting around it. And definitely you can also have your external users, like your vendors or distributors, also onboarded onto this unified platform. Okay. Moving ahead. So now I'll talk about the success stories, the real life success stories that we have been delivering for our customers. I'll talk about one of the leading global specialists in electrical and digital building infrastructure manufacturing company. So we started our journey with accounts payable over there. They have 80 iconic brands, 6 line of businesses, and 6 different plants. I'm only speaking about Indian region. Definitely we have scaled up to the other geographies also, which I'll cover in the forthcoming slides. But primarily, the objective was to automate their accounts payable. And this is exactly we started with, because I think so Ms. Kirti and Shruti is not there, but I would like to quote them. There was an important and interesting point that Kirti and Shruti mentioned, that you do experiments, you fail quickly. And the approach that we just spoke about, that bottom-up approach. Earlier, it used to be a top-down approach, wherein you define the entire scope of work, big bang approach, and then suddenly when you deliver that, let's say 12 months down the line, your business team comes to you and says, you know what, yes, this looks good, but this is not what I required. Okay, so your entire efforts goes for a toss. So this bottom-down approach that you just saw with RPA, with IDP, and then stitching it together through a low-code process automation, always help organizations to fail quickly. And if you're failing quickly, you always have an option to put together in a better way. Okay, so we started with this company with the accounts payable automation journey, wherein the primary pain areas there were somewhere around more than 12,000 invoices handling on a monthly basis. There was a team size of 20 people who were just going through this different invoices that they're receiving, doing manual checks, and then posting it on the ERP. So there was a lot of TAT that was involved out over here, and also from a streamlining perspective, it was not that streamlined. So the focus was how do we eliminate the manual errors and rework, because that was one of their major concern areas, and that's what we targeted to achieve, and we have achieved that. So post this automation, let me go to the next slide. So what are the benefits that we brought to the table? 95% rework elimination reworks got eliminated, and whenever we speak about rework, that means it includes cost. So in a way, we are improving their operational cost. Secondly, the team size is cut to half. So I'll just speak about the second point, that the team's reduction in team size. Okay, there was one point that was quoted by Mr. Vijay, or rather Kirti, I'm not sure, but there was some discussion around that, will AI be replacing humans? In our experience, we have never seen that a technology is replacing a human. It is always a aided assistance to an employee. And definitely when we say the reduction in team force, right, that means that those people are utilized in a more better area, which is more productive in nature. Definitely as an organization, you're bound to scale, right? Because if you're not scaling, then you won't survive in this market. So that's where those people gets absorbed in your different areas, and this automation can take care of your mundane tasks. Okay. Now, there were also one of the important aspect over here, since this involved data extraction and data document handling. Data accuracy is an important factor, and that's what exactly we achieved. We have achieved more than 95% of extraction accuracy, which is unheard of, especially because the kind of documents that we are dealing here is invoices, which is completely unstructured or semi-structured in nature. Okay. Now moving to the other and the most important part is, once this accounts payable was deployed and stabilized, that's when the main objective came into the picture, that how do you scale up, correct, using the same platform. So once this was in place, the other processes were targeted within F&A domain, which actually is your design to dispatch, order to dispatch, purchase requisition workflows, slow-moving processes, AR provision, bad debts. So I won't go into much of all these processes in the interest of the time. But the idea here is that with a single platform, they were able to automate more than 10 processes on a single platform, which delivers a very higher ROI, and also ensures that a multi-vendor dependency gets eliminated completely, which is a very good sign for your IT team, because they do not have to deal with multiple vendors, and that also removes and eliminates your blame game. So, and in fact, now if I talk about, this has also evolved into your citizenship developer program, wherein we have built a dynamic workflows applications. One point again to quote Shruti, she mentioned about digital twins, correct? And that's exactly what we have delivered for this client, because we have given them a citizenship developer program wherein the business users are in a position to create their workflows on their own without having a dependency on the IT team. So that's the power of intelligent automation when we talk about. Now, apart from this, it would be highly unfair if I do not touch upon the Gen AI, because that's the talk of the town today. So we have also augmented our platform in sense of a roadmap, and we have incorporated Gen AI capabilities also. So this is another use case wherein we have been leveraging Gen AI capabilities for one of the steel manufacturing company, wherein it actually is helping them to predict the top probable buyers for their inventory management. So as a manufacturing organization, they manufacture products in bulk. And at times they struggle to ensure that these products are getting sold. So that's where the Gen AI capabilities are coming into the picture. And if we scale, we also scaled up this use case wherein Gen AI is also giving intelligent nudges to their sales team to ensure that the cross-sell and upsell is getting higher. Now, to talk about, since I'm running short of time, I'll just quickly talk about the company also. So Nividous, we are an intelligent automation company. It's been more than 13 years now that we are in this business, helping more than 90 plus customers as we speak. And the primary focus that we have is process automation. And the platform that we have is Nividous Intelligent Automation Platform, which is a combination of RPA, AI, ML, low-code process automation, and on top of it, we are also leveraging Gen AI. I would be more than happy to discuss more business use cases and the success stories that we have implemented for our customers. Please do visit our booth B7, and looking forward to interesting conversations.